Hello everyone. So today's session is all about passive and active voices. So in the last session we had already seen about verbs. We had already seen about different types of verbs, different forms of verbs, okay? Tense forms of verbs. So depending upon that knowledge, this will definitely help you to understand what are active and passive voices. Okay? So let us go for it. See, active voice in most of the sentences with an action verb, the subject performs the action denoted by the verb. So what happens exactly in the active voice? Here the subject is acting upon the verb. Okay? So whatever subject is there in the sentence, it is putting on an action upon the verb, right? So let us see few examples here. See the first example. The man must have eaten 5 hamburgers. Okay. So what is the subject here? What is the subject? The man. Okay. So we have a subject saying the man. So what is the verb here? Verb is eaten, right? And if we want to find out an object, how will you find out an object? The man must have eaten what, right? You have to frame a question combining subject and a verb. That is, the man must have eaten what? And when it answers, the answer will be in the form of an object. Okay. So the answer that we get here is the 5 hamburgers, right? So that is why it is very necessary to understand what is a subject, what is a verb, and what is an object, right? So here you can see that the man is a subject, must have eaten, okay, this is a verb, and 5 hamburgers, this is nothing but an object. Okay. All right, so let us see second sentence. Marilyn mailed the letter. Okay, so what is the subject here? Marilyn is the subject, right? So Marilyn mailed, right? Mailed is a verb here. So Marilyn mailed what? Marilyn mailed the letter. So the letter is an object here, right? So always in active voice we find that the subject is acting upon the verb. Okay, the subject is doing, okay, the verb's action, right? See, the man is doing the eating, Marilyn is doing the mailing, parrots are doing the living, right? So here in the third sentence, colorful parrots live in the rainforest. Okay, so colorful parrots, right? So what is the subject here? Parrots live. Okay, live is a verb here. Colorful parrots live what? So we do not have a direct object here. Remember, we do not have a direct object. So when we don't have a direct object here, let us see how to convert these into passive later. Okay, but here make clear that in active voice we find that the subject is acted upon the verb, or the subject is doing the verb's action. Okay. Now, what is passive voice? Huh? See, what is passive voice? One can change the normal word order of many active sentences, those with a direct object. So, whenever we have a direct object, okay, we can easily change them to the passive voices. Okay. Then, here what happens? Okay. So, subject is no longer active, but instead it is being acted upon by verb. So what happens here? Here the subject is acted upon by verb. Are you getting? Okay. So in active voice what happens? Subject acts upon the verb, and in passive voice the subject is acted upon by the verb, and that forms a passive voice. Alright. Okay. See how the sentence is converted into passive voice. We have an active voice sentence. First one saying, the man must have eaten 5 hamburgers. Marilyn mailed the letter. Colorful parrots live in the rainforest. So what are its passive voices? See, 5 hamburgers must have been eaten by the man. Okay, so 5 hamburgers must have been eaten by the man. So here hamburgers, okay, is a subject, right? It becomes a subject. Your object becomes a subject. Okay, object becomes a subject in passive voice, right? See, second, the letter was mailed by Merlin, right? So letter, okay, was being mailed, right? So what is mailed here? The letter was being mailed. So in this way we convert the active voices into passive voices. What about the third sentences? Colorful parrots live in the rainforest cannot be changed to passive voice because the sentence does not have a direct object. Okay, the sentence, it cannot be changed to passive voice, right? Okay, so now to make it very clear, we need to follow certain rules when active voice has to be converted into passive voice. Okay, so let me tell you the rules one by one. Okay, let us take the first sentence. Marlene mailed the letter. Okay, so first thing that you need to do is find out subject. Okay, find out the verb and find out the object, right? So for three things you need to do in a sentence: find out a subject, verb and a object, right? So Marlene is a subject here, mailed is a verb, and the letter is an object, right? So Marlene mailed what? Marlene mailed the letter. Therefore, when you combine subject and a verb and frame a question and it provides you answer in the form of an object, okay, just pick it up as an object. So first rule needed to convert active voices into passive voices is, okay, take the direct object, okay, and in conversion into passive voice, convert this direct object, okay, to the subject. That is the first step. So here the letter is a direct object in active voice. Take that direct object and put it at the first position in the passive voice, right? So it becomes a subject in the passive voice, right? See what is second rule, right? Second rule is that, okay, the subject is taken from the active voice and it takes place of an object in the passive voice. Okay, the subject becomes object in the passive voice. So and you need to phrase the subject along with the preposition by, right? So take a subject. Okay, what is first step? Identify the object in the passive voice, put it in a subject place in the identify subject in the active voice and put it at see here, identify the object in the active voice and put it at the subject position in the passive voice. Second step, take the subject from the active voice, okay, and make it as a phrase by adding a preposition by and put it in the object place in the passive voice, right? So what about the middle sentences? So remaining part is all about verb. So here the verb changes its form. Okay, whenever active voice changes to passive voice, verb will change its form. Okay, most probably verb comes with be auxiliary form, that is it takes the to be form of verb, right? So the final sentence that we get is the letter was mailed by Marilyn. So the letter is an object in an active voice, it takes a position of a subject in passive voice, by followed by the subject, okay, and then finally in middle you have the verb with the change form, that is to be form, which is changed, right? Now, so the form of the verb changes when you are talking in the passive voice. So the sentence in active voice, Marlene mailed the letter, becomes in passive voice as the letter was mailed by Marilyn. Okay, so this is one of the example, right? So let us see second example. At each concert, the soprano sang at least one tune from a well-known opera. So here, doer of an action is nothing but a subject. Action itself is a verb and receiver of action, okay. What is receiver of action? Receiver of action is nothing but the direct object. So soprano sang at, soprano sang what? Soprano sang, okay, at least one tune. So remember when there is an article at, okay, when we have an article at and when we have a preposition by, do you remember those rules? Okay, what are those rules when we have article and when we have preposition? Obviously when there is an article it means it comes with an object, okay. When a verb is followed by a preposition there is no object, isn't it? Remember that we studied this in the verbs, okay. Now see here, what should happen when we want to change this sentence into the passive voice? So here the receiver becomes what? The subject. In passive voice the receiver becomes the subject. Later on the action changes its form, okay, the action changes its form along with the auxiliary verb and the subject becomes what? The receiver. The subject becomes the receiver, okay, subject becomes the receiver in the passive voice. So see there, at each concert remains the same, at each concert. So here you are going to add the receiver of action in the active voice, that is at least one tune, okay. And then the second thing is that by the soprano, the doer of action in the active voice is followed by the preposition by, and the middle space is filled by the change form of the verb, right? So what is the verb? Sang. Okay, so how do you write this verb? We take a to be form plus verb, right? So the total sentence will be, so active voices: at each concert the soprano sang at least one tune from a well-known opera. What happens in passive voice? At each concert at least one tune from a well-known opera was sung by the soprano. So in this way big sentences are needed to be framed from active voice to passive voice, right? So let us see one more example. Asbestos abatement teams will remove large chunks of asbestos laden material from the hallways on the second and the third floor. So what is the doer here? Doer is what? Abatement teams, right? What is the action? Remove. Action is nothing but the verb. Who is the object here? See, abatement teams will remove what? It will remove large chunks of asbestos laden material. So that is the entire sentence is an object here, right? The entire sentence is an object. So doer is nothing but a subject, action is a verb, and receiver of action is the object. So how do you change this active voice into passive voice? First take the receiver from the active and put it at the subject place in the passive voice. Then take the doer followed by the preposition by and put it at the object position in the passive voice, and then the middle place will be filled by the change form of verb. So how does the sentence gets converted into passive voice? The final passive voice is: large chunks of asbestos laden material will be removed from the hallways on the second and the third floor by asbestos abatement teams. So this would be the final passive voice. So please remember the rules. Those rules are very important when we want to convert any active voice into passive voice. Let me repeat once again. So first rule is that identify the subject, verb and the object in your sentence. As soon as you identify the subject, verb and object, when you want to convert this into passive voice, okay, object takes the form of subject, okay, and then subject takes the form of object, okay, and then the middle position, whatever verb is there, that changes its form, right? So please follow these three rules when you need to convert any active voice into passive voice. All right, okay. So these are the few examples, right? So here in few more examples are there for your practice, okay. So let us see those. Harry ate 6 shrimp at dinner. So first thing is that what we want to do here, we want to identify the subject, verb and object. So what is the subject here? Harry is a subject, ate is a verb. Harry ate what? Harry ate 6 shrimp. Okay, Harry ate, okay, 6 shrimp, right, at dinner. So what is the object here? Can you tell me? Harry ate what? Harry ate 6 shrimp, okay, right? So see here, Harry is a subject, ate is a verb. So framing a question by this: Harry ate 6 shrimp at. So here you can see that I take an object and place it in the passive voice at the first, that is at dinner 6 shrimp were eaten by Harry. So at dinner is placed at the subject position, okay, and then by Harry it is all about a preposition followed subject followed by the preposition, right? And then we take the verb with the changing form, that is at dinner 6 shrimp were eaten by Harry. So see second sentence is: beautiful giraffes roam the savannah. Okay. So let us again see what is the object and verb and the subject. So the subject is beautiful giraffes. Okay. Roam is a verb and the savannah is obviously the object. So how do you change it? First take the object in passive voice, then leave the middle place, and then take the prepositional by preposition along with the subject, that is by beautiful giraffes, right, and change the form of roam. So that's why the sentence becomes the savannah is roamed by beautiful giraffes, right? Okay. See third one. Sue changed the flat tire. Sue is a subject, change is a verb, flat tire. Okay, what is the flat tire? The flat tire is an object. So how do you convert it? The flat tire was changed by Sue. Next, we are going to watch a movie tonight. Okay, we are going to watch a movie tonight, right? So actually, what is the subject here now, right? What you are going to watch? You are going to watch a movie, isn't it? What you are going to watch? So you are going to watch a movie. So a movie is an object here, right? Okay, we is a subject here, right? And then going, right? So going to watch, right? Going to watch. So it gives us an main idea about the main verb plus helping verb. So the sentence that you get convert into passive voice will be, a movie is going to be watched by us tonight, right? Yes. So the next sentence, I ran the obstacle course in the record time. So what would be the passive voice? The obstacle course was run by me in the record time. The crew paved the entire stretch of highway. The entire stretch of highway was paved by the crew. Mom read the novel in one day. Obviously, the novel was read by mom in one day. I will clean the house every Saturday. The house will be cleaned by me every Saturday. The company requires staff to watch a safety video every year. The staff are required by the company to watch a safety video every year. Tom painted the entire house. The entire house was painted by Tom. The teacher always answers the students' question. The students' questions are always answered by the teacher. So see guys, these notes I had already shared in the Google Classroom, right? So please go through these, and which will help you a lot to understand how the active voices are converted into passive voices. Okay, so one more the chart is there. I would like to show you that. Okay, so there are few more examples which are already being uploaded in the Google Classroom regarding active versus passive voices. Okay, so I think you need to write these in your assignment book for the same examples you need to take for active and passive voices. Okay, so see here, we'll take one example here. The cleaning crew vacuums and dusts the office every night. Okay, every night the office is vacuumed and dusted by the cleaning crew. Larry generously donated money to the homeless shelter. Money was generously donated to the homeless shelter by Larry, right? Mary is going to make, okay, Mary is going to make a special dinner for her husband. A special dinner is going to be made by Mary for her husband. So once when you understand the rules, so it becomes very easy, okay, it becomes very easy to grasp with the active and passive voices. So hopefully you understood how to go with it. Please remember those rules and try to practice all these examples. Okay, so see you in the next session. Bye bye.